Talking to Jared Reacts. Today, we're going to react to Season 4, Episode 12 of Legacies, entitled Not All Those Who Wander Are Lost. I don't know, why did I do that? Not all those that wander are lost. There you go. I don't know why my brain decided to do this. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. Daily content. If there's a day, there is a reaction. This is not me already being distracted. This is no Amazon package. I lied. I thought it was delivered. Look at this thing. I don't know what that is. It's a blemish, a pimple, a zit. I haven't had one of these some bitches since I was in high school, and I'm a little older than I look, I guess. That is atrocious, man. And it hurts. I know you're not supposed to pop it, but I popped that some bitch earlier before I got in the shower. So, we're going to hop in this episode. Jed got feelings. Finch is there to be his new BFF as she helps take care of the pack. I imagine this episode or the next episode, Rick and them have to make a little more progress on their return to life and maybe a check-in on Joe Schmo. So, regardless, there's a bunch more in there, but I just want to get into the episode. I'm going to put Jerry behind the scenes. Boop. And as I sat here, the first couple seconds played, and Aurora's already back on screen. Either she's got love for this shit or she had nothing better to do. So, do you know how fucking cool vamp reading would actually be? Like, yeah, I might want to compel her to,
We have a nasty habit of running into each other like this, witch.
We do,
How did you find
bitch.
Me?
Every time. It's every time. Going back to the Vampire Diaries. Anytime they need somebody to just like take a little bit of abuse or to have like a 20-second cameo, to be fed on, to die randomly. It's always the same, ain't it? Oh.
A lot's changed since we last saw each other.
I leveled up. Let me flex my fucking eyeball veins.
Sorrento. Killing you is my job.
Next snap. Hello. Your neck's broken. Get fucked. Should be alright. Just fucking raving in the afterlife, bro. They got the hoodoo, the voodoo, and the power, my friends.
But here's our ticket home.
Yeah.
To the gin! Oh, the ginny. For future reference.
Jesus Christ, buddy. Zed.
Sorry for the wait.
Teach me how to head dive her. I mean, God knows what's going on in there. Hamsters running around on wheels, cobwebs, screws popping loose.
With
I'd
her?
level up my powers, and you'd find out what she's up to.
Oh, sounds fun. Shall we? We shan't.
And what do you have in mind?
Let's not overreact. I told you that blasted finger would screw us.
I feel like Aurora was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, wasn't she? In the Vampire, or in the originals. She wasn't in the Vampire Diaries, I don't think. That was fucking 4 years ago. 3. I don't know where I'm at. But never mind. Yeah, you have to make good, solid wishes. You can't like willy-nil and fuck yourself over. I mean, I wish for the freedom of the fucking Aladdin, bro. Come on. Like, all right, bro, I wish that we would all permanently leave Limbo and go back to the real world for the remaining of our human lives with no consequences whatsoever. Thank you. And then the next person goes, I wish that we get to keep all of our souls despite our contract that has been signed. And the last person says, and you, good sir, are also free. I wish for you to be free from Limbo and to return back to your normal genie life of freedom and frolicking and dandelions. You could probably misinterpret that, but something along those lines, yeah?
Before we knew.
You stand accused.
What does he get by having the souls, though?
Blaspheming my family name and, well, for being a relentless bitch.
Guilty as charged. But no matter what punishment you think of, little bird, I'm not telling you anything.
We'll see.
Turn to the side. You about to do like that movie Bird Box where she opened that fucking lady's eyeballs open? That's a very nice and dainty daylight
read.
reading.
Me like that. Whenever he betrayed me.
Oof. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but do me a favor and hold this, you goddamn pickled egg. Oh, fuck.
Not all those who wander are lost.
Roll credits!
Ted, actually. The Ted.
That's how you signed your name.
I'll be damned.
I looked at his signature. It said The Ted.
At least I was.
Hold on. Am I tripping on that? Yeah, that's how you signed your name, dipshit. Look, Alaric Saltzman, Landon Kirby, The Ted. So why are you confused that your tombstone says The Ted when that's how you sign your name? Get a grip, bro. Oh, shit. I went too far. Something had to go awry to keep the audience on edge. That's that same hotel from The Hangover, ain't it?
Are you gonna kill her?
Take that, you smoked blueberry.
That's racist.
About that warning. If you're supposedly dead and your friends see you, only for you to eventually fail and use your second wish, this encounter could alter their perception of reality. Every mind is different, but I've seen it drive people mad.
He seems genuine.
You're the Ginny expert. So I'm sure you already knew that.
Yeah, he seems very genuine. I don't think y'all had time to get away. Oh, Pedro, buddy. Oh, that little fucking...
Come on, Wedgie. Let's go get some
Oh my
waffles.
goodness, we named him Wedgie. And Wedgie likes waffles. That thing is...
Now you trust that, Jenny, do you?
Not at all. But I can't risk driving people mad.
Especially Pedro.
Tell Eloise to do.
Well, first of all, we got to figure out why Rick isn't coming back. Like, is something... You know? It seems fucky. I can't even think of any reasons.
Okay, I am the dead one. Who are you to be telling me how ghosts
I cut 30 holes in these bags.
work?
I hope being a bit of a problem is an understatement, but also Ricky gone, boy. Like, he gone like the wind.
Sorry.
I want to apologize to her.
Not just about that.
A little torture never hurt nobody.
What
It's
you're
terrible.
experiencing is
That's fucking
unnecessary
awful.
and inhumane.
Besides, even if we have to burn through another wish, you'll still get yours. Promise.
What was such promises made at Falcon's Landing?
You can't blame Ted, bro. You cannot.
This bloody wish work.
His heart's not the problem.
Clear,
Yeah.
or I will clear you.
You can't just shock somebody, bro. Jesus, what the fuck is wrong with
Yell
you?
like that. People can't know we're alive, remember?
I'd wager he does.
Don't worry, I locked the door.
I was about to say, he's the fucking... I don't think he needs permission to walk through something, bro. He big as hell.
What I need is a workforce. Subcontractors, lost souls like yourselves.
Yeah, wish for
To
his
help right the
freedom.
wrongs of Limbo and help others reach peace. It's quite noble, really.
It's a pyramid scheme.
Literally, yeah.
Bloody Jeff Bezos. You know? Imagine how big that bloke's bucket's gonna be.
Oh, it's gonna be a big ass bucket. And I say that too.
Today, King.
I say that too, bro. But I'll be buying shit on Amazon. I just the convenience of it. Maybe I'm a shitty person. I try to buy local. I try to be a good pig.
Oh, what did they need protection from?
Well, that I don't know. But the
Themselves.
sarcophagus I recovered was empty, which means that a god walks this earth and surely knows where the others are. And if we can find her, we can find her father.
That would be Jin, right? Jin, Ben, Finn, Ren, Din, Lin, Min. Ugh. Zen, Dea, they there's always a bigger fish, right? And you have to have a bigger fish depending on how far you want to take your story. You all have 12 episodes left. You don't have room, or 8 episodes left, excuse me. You don't have room to, I don't know, set groundwork like that. Like, unless the gods are scared of themselves, or if there is something else, and we plan on getting through that over the course of those next episodes, we have to be rapid fire. We can't have too many lull moments to get through it. It's what I mean by bigger fish is, okay, if you are Batman, okay, and you're a detective and you solve the case of somebody who, you know, somebody's missing, right? But it's just a child that ran away, and you help that family recover their child. Or somebody robbed a local store. Well, then somebody robs a bank. And then somebody holds a bank hostage. Or then there's like, you know, a terrorist attack. And then a villain wants to take over the city. And then the villain wants to take over the state. And then the villain wants to take over the country. And then a villain wants to take over the world. And then from taking over the world comes taking over the galaxy. So if you go from fighting, you know, the Joker to Darkseid, if you're Spider-Man and you go from fighting, you know, Electro to fighting Venom to fighting Null or Thanos, right? There's always a bigger fish, and I think I like the things being more grounded, street level, if you will. Like with this, it's always been vampires, witches, werewolves. The hunter thing, again, we go back to the hunter situation with the Vampire Diaries in season 7 or 8, whichever one that was. They had the weird time jumps when the hunter was supposed to probably be an Elena Gilbert doppelganger. But like the hunter premise of that was so cool to me. I thought that shit was dope. That's one of the coolest things. It just wasn't executed perfectly, but I still really enjoyed it. So yeah, I don't, them dealing with other vampires, witches, and werewolves, and now with Hope being the main threat there a couple episodes back, and that's what they have to deal with is their friend. Them coming up with creative solution to deal with that, wiping out and exhausting all their resources to try to bring their humanity back amongst their friendship, amongst their friend group. What's the next step? Is it family? Is somebody from her past? Like, who then brings forth her humanity? Like, who is strong enough? And I think that element with them trying not to kill them, and maybe some people do die along the way, like one or two folks, but maybe there's something there in Hope that is stopping her from wiping them all out at once. I think that's more intriguing than you going on and bringing gods into the fold. Of course, the Ben thing and Prometheus is interesting because there's maybe a relationship thing there with Jed, and he's a man out of time, but you can go overboard with it, which again is hypocritical because we're in a show about vampires, right? We're in a show about werewolves and witches, and we dealt with Cade in the past, who was essentially the devil almost, and we've dealt with the supernatural things like sirens. So why wouldn't there be things like gargoyles and dragons and Argus? Like, why wouldn't there be other supernatural things? Why wouldn't there be gods? And I think I just prefer just keeping it simple with our main core things. So it is a bit hypocritical saying I don't like those things, or not that I don't like them, but it's not as interesting. To To whereas in Supernatural, like, yeah, you had demons, so of course you had to have angels. Like, if you have one, you have to have the other. Just because you have a vampire doesn't mean you have to have Frankenstein. You know, just because you have a vampire doesn't mean you have to have mummies. Vampires typically do equal werewolves and vice versa, but still. That's a long-winded rant. That was probably unnecessary, but I like the ground level stuff. And if the gods go to an interesting place where it makes sense in this universe, then so be it. Because I did watch an episode where they were fucking in Star Wars, and I liked it. And they had a musical, and I liked it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm getting too far ahead of myself. That's our brother.
I'm sorry.
10,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Don't be. It's not your fault my mind is broken.
And it's fucked because that's a really good reason to have Aurora around, because her mind is broken, and Lizzie oftentimes her mind is broke. She's bipolar. Like there's a reflection there. There's a word I was looking for, but they share common grounds. Like she can relate. I can relate to what you're saying in your
Tristan
songs.
died. The instant the Hollow killed Elijah and wiped out his entire skyline.
Ooh.
My beloved brother died in a box. Bottom of the ocean in agony.
That boy was over and over. Could you imagine that? That's fucked. So, damn, there's so many things left on the table that would be interesting, man. Like I mentioned, I didn't know if that, I couldn't remember if that's how it worked or not. Okay. So Elijah and Klaus and everybody that they sired, everybody under their line is gone, including Tristan. So it would be fun, like a Thanos snap almost. It'd be fun to watch those people die, like dissipate, like disappear, like they feel something's off and then they die. And then word spreads around that the great Klaus Michelson and Elijah Michelson are gone. Like there's something there that could have happened, but it doesn't really fit the tone of Legacies because it was more of a, those shows are more grounded and darker. So to a sense. Oh, fuck. Oh my God, right. You put a fucking weed eater in her chest. I bet that shit tastes good as hell. God damn, ho.
From a Kraken, but
Crackhead.
you managed to gather some useful intel.
No one.
Stop trying to appeal to my emotions, okay? I don't have any.
Hatred is
God
emotion.
damn, I mean,
In
she's
my
not
experience,
wrong.
You can only hate what you could love if things were a little different. So maybe what you hate is how much you relate to Aurora. I know I do.
Well, I don't relate to
That's
you.
because your brains.
Don't worry, that's about to change.
Landon, tell me what's going on.
Problem solved.
He has a right to know.
My problem. That is.
Oh, he's the Necromancer.
Because I am the Necromancer. And I'm back, baby! Yeah!
He's fucking bananas, bro. Look at him.
I'm grateful.
He got a new jacket and everything.
But I will not be returning you and Birdbrain there to your pathetic lives after all.
Ted, listen to me.
No, I'm not Ted.
Is dead! On the night of nightmares, the monarch of misery!
We got it.
The sire bond says otherwise. Kill her.
Oh. Lizzie, you gotta break free from that, bro. Or just do it. It's just Aurora de Martel. Like, we're not missing nothing here. We went episodes being like, is she still in the fucking closet?
We were friends.
I mean, she's fighting with everything she's
are
fucking
friends.
got. Oh, you
As much
said
as I hate what you're doing right now, I still love you.
Then prove it.
by killing her. Yeah.
Kill her.
Go on now.
If you wish to kill me, child, don't make a mess of it.
You missed.
I know her heart's tiny, but it's a couple of inches over.
Snap, crackle, pop. Hey, she fucking her brain. Are you?
Which means I broke the sire bond.
Listen, I get it to an extent, okay? Because she's a heretic and her mind is a little fractured. But I feel like a sire bond from a tribrid would be a lot tougher. That doesn't take away from the fact that Lizzie's an absolute badass and was able to just go and then break the fuck out. It just feels rapid, you know? It's just Aurora. But look at this, bro. Good for you, Lizzie.
Which is why I'm sending you back, not him.
Fuck.
What? That's not fair.
I keep forgetting this is like PTSD landed and not our sweet, wholesome boy. But there's still some sweetness in there on him. But it's, you know what I'm saying.
I know. It's perfect. The headmaster goes back and fails everybody again, but racked with guilt all the while, knowing that your genuinely decent soul is trapped here with me forever.
Landon, this isn't good.
Fuck no, it ain't, bro.
Then prove him wrong, Dr. Saltzman. Be better. Work with your students, find a way to get through to Hope. Without taking it all on yourself, like you always do.
Yeah. 100% on that shit.
For me.
What do you mean by that?
If I had to guess, it means Dr. Saltzman screwed you on his way out.
Indeed. The third member of your party wished for you to become the Necromancer again, but that your powers only be capable of returning him and the boy to life. They also specified that if you wish for anything other than peace,
yeah, get fucked.
Your third and final wish be rendered null and void.
There's always a fucking loophole, bro. That is, you talk about cooking with oil, bitch.
The choice is ultimately yours.
That's fire. Well,
begins at midnight.
Want some booze there, buddy? A little bit of schnapps?
All kinds of powers, including the ability to wield and shape time.
Well,
To take us back.
That's you're getting into tricky territory with that, buddy.
To interest.
Why the fuck? God, I hate people rip out their IVs. Yeah, your legs don't work, dipshit. Why'd he fall like that? Why did you? I know your legs don't work, but you didn't have to fall like that.
Whoa, whoa. My boy's dead.
My boy.
Explain everything as soon as Caleb gets here.
I like that he remembers everything and it's not wiped. Most people that encounter a Jenny, even though he was brought back by the Necromancer, right? They don't have that recollection. But I like that he remembers. And I love that Wade's always calling Caleb his boy, or Landon his boy.
Because I'm going to need you, him, and everyone else to figure out where we go from here. Okay?
One last thing.
He said, I'm not going to give you a ride. You don't creep me the fuck out, bro. I'm sorry.
Before I let you go.
Hey, she pulled the old motherfucking Damon Salvatore. I'm going to lay out in the middle of the road type shit, bro. Let me go ahead and get a little bit of sip, sip, drip, drip. Mystic Falls, Virginia. Hashtag bloop. This is tragic. No, it's not, bro. It's exactly where the fucking character needs to be. It's that. I keep forgetting that Netflix doesn't have the right blurbs for it. So let me go get this one real quick. Not all those who wander are lost. As Aurora continues her research, she finds information that could prove very useful. Hope commands Lizzie to do things, with surprising result ensuing. That's a spoiler. Alaric, Landon, and Ted work together the best of their abilities for their wishes. Blah, 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 blah. So, I mean, it's not the best, but we get a sire bond breaking. We get Lizzie coming kind of in tune with herself and knowing how to break out a little bit, like breaking free from that sire bond, using her damage, quote unquote, to her advantage. See what I did there? Maybe an ensuing friendship with Lizzie and Aurora, which seems so random and out of pocket and out of place. It feels a little weird, but it's exciting to see where it could lead to if they want to find a guy that can alter time. If they want to find Jen, who flew away, not Jenny, not to be confused if her name even was Jen or if it's Vulcan, like she said, or she was just making fun. I like that Rick is remembering things from his time in Limbo in his little own afterlife. I think that Landon does help the Necromancer and Ted kind of fuse. I don't know if Ted gets his piece, but I think Landon eventually will come back. Because I think the only person that can bring hopes okay. For me, I would like it if it was family, if it was somebody like, a Marcel showing up, or I don't know how close they ended up being. I think Rebecca was honestly probably the best shot because she helped raise hope. And we've already seen Freya a few times. Cole, maybe, but everybody else is dead. I feel like those type of things would be the key to bringing her humanity back. I think she was on the brink right there until obviously she kind of shut it down even further when she went to discuss the things with old boy and then killing that random guy. We didn't even get his name. What do you call somebody that does that? A monster. Like that's just what you are at that point. You're a monster. And it's exactly what we want from Hope. So I think Landon logically is the only person that can help bring her humanity back because he's the one that turned it off, right? That's just storytelling 101. So him being delayed on coming back is nice. I think if Landon gets wind that he is the reason for that, then it completely would change his perspective on being where he's at. So yeah, that's the end of that episode. Let me get back over to the titles. Episode 12 is entitled Not All Those Who Wander Are Lost. Episode 13 was This the Monster You Saw? ? And I will see you there. Links and everything will be in the description box down below. Playlist will be up on screen. As always, stay cute, stay hydrated, and I will catch you on the next one.